I knew it was only 3 panels of her outside and me in there, so it's kind of like a Rob Liefeld, like, extreme, like long panels, and so that was neat. And I think I stood outside my bathroom looking in, and I think I drew that from looking at it. Not much other than this one is actually based off of reality. My kid did pick up a very sharp knife and it freaked us out, especially me. I don't think I jumped up quite like that there. Once again, her shirt's darker than there, of course. Here, I don't know. This is probably the first real big long shot of us. If I ever do like a master sheet of, like a character sheet, I'll probably have to use these for reference, because I don't draw many long shots after that. Once again, you got a space, and then you get closer into it, and then you know, you got. I knew I had to walk into the restroom, so I wanted some long shots to show the action, you know, the left and right action. So it wouldn't quite work the same. I mean, you could do it either way, and it's just up to you, you know. All right, this one. It seems like I do divide most of the things up in halves first, and then I do the like other ones like that. But I think I offset these panels a little bit to show, like, you know, you got your close-ups, so I'm going to squeeze those in, but then you got the action, so I want to create a little more space there. And I'm starting to notice a lot that I do tend to stick my shoulders and heads like that on the panels. It kind of gives you more room for your words and stuff. Not much other than it still bugs me, like, why she's giving me a headlock and she's trying to slice my neck, so that wouldn't really work out. I don't know. So, you have your first shot with some detail. You zoom into the hand, and then you zoom out to the reaction shot, you know, the reveal or whatever. Let's see here. And yes, my kid did eat our mail. And once again, the shoulder shot, but then I didn't put the panel in, you know, like I've been telling you guys. And I established him right there, and it was easy to redraw him there, except for I should have just copied and pasted it and changed the eyes a little bit. That would have been more consistent, but the cheater way. But I did it the regular way, and you can tell because his head looks okay there, and then down here he starts looking a little goofy. Anyway, and notice I got the detail up here. I established that we're watching TV over here, he's over here eating stuff, and so you zoom in on her close up because she's going to talk next, and then I'm going to go over to him and talk. And so I take this shot, bring it down here, and I put me in the shot, and then I just leave out the rest of the detail, and it works. This one looks the coolest, I think. If I could keep my stuff consistent to look kind of like that, that would be neat, but I don't, so whatever. Once again, I leave the space. I don't put the panel there. You zoom into us there. Then it's kind of like the same shot there. I think I added the black there in Paint Shop Pro. And since we're here, we zoom out. So I still stick my little guy in the corner, little shoulder and head there. She's walking away saying, "Fine, I'll do your comic or whatever." I can finish in 2 seconds. Well, she is amazing that way. My wife can crank out pages, you know, like she cranks out like 22 pages of like jokes and stuff, and I get caught up and think perfectionism. I'm trying to, like, you know, make sure that these things impress me, and like some of the jokes, like, they aren't as funny like a couple days later, so I don't like them anymore, you know. And that's the thing about this whole thing is like I think that these jokes are like hilarious when I first write them, and then I get to the penciling stage and it still's funny, and then like I ink it and everything's done, and like it was an okay joke. And then by the time I stick it and clean up everything and like color everything in Paint Shop Pro, and then I have to take all those images and put them in another file and get them ready to be printed at Kablam, and like by the time I'm like coloring all this stuff, I just hate it because I already penciled this crap. I already lettered it and inked it, and like now I gotta color 22 pages. It's like, that's 22 times 3. You know, that's a lot of passes between these things, so it starts getting really annoying. Anyway, back to my wife's page. Now we have a little bit of a tiff between these, who actually wrote this stuff. She claims she actually wrote it, but I swear I wrote this stuff, and like it totally was what she would have said. Like her humor, the way she says stuff is just, you know, fun, like pretty princess. Like she says stuff like that. Anyway, so I did the panels, I did the lettering. Of course, you can tell because like the lettering is the same as the regular lettering. So, but I got all the panels ready, and then I gave it to her, and she actually did whatever I wrote and did a pretty good job. Like I forget what it was. I don't know who decided to put her hand on my face, like, you know, get away from me, you horny loser. Alright, this one, I shouldn't even talk about this one because I did that one in the tutorial earlier. Revenge. Yeah, all you guys keep going, hey, you spent revenge wrong. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, all 42 of you. Appreciate it. I know I'm an idiot. But it got me to do this page, which she's like, revenge? Didn't you forget an N? And I was like, whatever. And she said some joke. I hear so many people actually came up with actual revenge, like what revenge would actually mean. Anyways, same thing here. Oh, hold on a second. Time out. Okay. Did this shower scene. This is actual true story. Not almost true. Whenever he goes into the bathroom a long time ago, like a year or so, he would be like, ah. And so that's what he was doing. And so, of course, this is probably ripping off of National Lampoon's, ripping off of Psycho, but I thought it'd be neat to do my own version of it. But have Raiden be the one doing it instead of Chevy Chase. And so, once again, this is like practically, I could probably reference the same shot of me on the bathroom earlier. I attempted smoke. I probably should have graded some of that stuff out, but whatever. Anyway, the only other thing I should add is, like, these things, I am kind of ripping off Invader Zim because they did a little bit of that stuff in their comic, but I did it because I couldn't get over the fact that her bits would be in the shot, and so I did not want to have any nudity in the stuff, so that was my reason for starting it. But then it kind of did look cool, like claustrophobic stuff going on. And these little triangle stuff is actually like lines, and then I did the triangle stuff, tones, in Photoshop, or Paint Shop Pro, my bad. I wish I had Photoshop. What else to say about this? Once again, got the information shot, the establishment shot, then you cut in close, then even closer as the intensity arrives, and then whap, you got little baby hands on there. She's freaking out looking over. And then the reveal shot, yeah. All you really need is the little baby in there and the head. I swear, most of my comic is just head and shoulder shots. Head, shoulder. Whatever though. Alright, what else? Am I almost done? I think so. At that last page I already talked about. This is so easy to do because you only have to do 2 panels and you make it look like 6. I think I actually did ink this stuff. I think I used a magic marker to make it all up like that. This one I did, and then I forgot what I think I added this balloon later. What I did was I took tracing paper and I did it right over it, and then I inked it, and then I stuck it in. I scanned the tracing paper, and then I selected it. I got the magic wand tool, so I deleted the background, and then selected the bubble, brought it in there, and so that was my little post-production. I might actually, if I was just a letterer, I'd probably letter that way. I'd just take the tracing paper over there.